Strato K is kind of coming at an interesting point in like physical media. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of announcements. Sony just announced that they're going to stop the shipping of physical games. Best Buy famously stopped selling Blu-ray discs at their stores. So it's becoming harder and harder to find physical media. It was very hard for me to find a Blu-ray drive for my PC so that I can even rip my discs that I buy to have them on my Zydu. It's just becoming harder and harder, and I feel like obstacles are showing up everywhere. So in another video, a previous video, I said that Kaleidescape should be the first out of the gate with 8K. That's something Kaleidescape should look into, like be the first out of the gate with 8K content, which would be great for like, you know, big projector screens. And in this case, they came up with the Strato K, which supports 8K. How much 8K content is going to be available, that is up for debate. Who knows? Nobody really knows. There aren't a lot of movies that are shot in 8K. There are a lot less with like, you know, with the digital intermediaries that are like processed in 8K. Most of them are done in 4K these days. Sometimes they're done at 2K, which is significantly less than 4K. The showstopper announcement was the fact that they came up with this new 4K format called 4K Cinematic, which includes more color information, like much higher bit rates. So I think Kaleidescape is now providing the indisputable best quality version of any movie that you can get, in any version of a movie that you can get at your house. There are, you know, a lot of people have criticized Kaleidescape, saying that, oh, what they're providing is maybe is equivalent to what you can get on 4K Blu-ray, or just slightly better at times. Maybe you'll have a little more bit rate, but it's kind of technically about the same. Now with 4K Cinematic, that argument kind of falls on its face. You can't say that Kaleidescape isn't providing anything better than 4K Blu-ray. From what I've seen, and I've kind of been communicating with dealers here, with a dealer here and there, and they said they're on back order. On Audio Advice, they're on back order. You can't even buy one of these things if you want to. So the demand is there for something better. People want the absolute best quality media that they can get for their theater or for their TV or whatever, wherever they watch their movies. And I'm no different. I'm definitely interested in a Strato K, and I am looking into getting one myself, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when I'll be getting it because they're in back order, and I think it's going to take at least a month or two to get one of these things in my theater, in my rack. But I'm working towards getting one of them. So, but I don't know exactly when that will happen. But overall, I'm very excited about this new announcement, especially about this 4K Cinematic. I don't have any capable projector anyway, so 8K is like, it doesn't really matter to me. The 4K Cinematic thing does. And this sort of gets us a little closer to the quality that the files that the actual theaters get to display in their big projector screens. This gets us a little closer to that, because those, we're gonna get 422 chroma or 444 chroma, additional color information for our movies, which is, they're just going to be richer movies and more vibrant movies. That was not possible until 4K Cinematic came out. This is sort of like a groundbreaking thing. One prediction that I can say is that I do not think that there will be another physical media, another a video disc format beyond 4K Blu-ray. I think 4K Blu-ray is the end. I think we're looking at the end of the line. I would be willing to bet on that there's not going to be another disc media for movies. I could be wrong, but I would put my money in there that 4K Blu-ray is the last one. So right now, Kaleidescape is offering something that people that are physical media like diehards will never get if they don't get a Kaleidescape. This is the only game in town. This is probably the only place you're ever going to get this kind of quality media is through Kaleidescape. So I think what they did was, I could probably classify it as revolutionary and something that will probably not be matched by physical media or by streaming for that matter. If streaming does eventually catch up, it's going to take a really long time, because we're moving towards a full streaming future where we are dependent on whatever the Netflixes and the HBO Maxes and the Apple TVs of the world are going to provide. Whatever the quality they deem like that they can provide us efficiently, you could say, And you know, for the lowest common denominator of folks that are just watching their media on their 40-inch TV versus a 165-inch screen like mine, like this one. So I think sort of like quality, even though the quality isn't bad, and I will freely admit that the quality of streaming isn't bad, but it's never going to get close. I don't think it'll ever get close to whatever this 4K cinematic format. And you know, is it possible that Kaleidescape could outdo this one? I don't know. They recently came out with 4K with Dolby Vision. So they included Dolby Vision file, which in this case, they were sort of catching up with the discs which have had Dolby Vision for years before that. But very quickly after, in a very kind of a surprise move, they come up with this 4K cinematic, which I don't think anybody expected, honestly. So I think it's a great thing for us enthusiasts out there, and it's a huge win. And I am definitely interested in getting one of these things into my theater as soon as possible. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think the Strato K is a ripoff? I mean, a lot of you guys are probably going to say that. Well, the cool thing about the Strato K is you can just get the thing for $5,000 or so, and then you know just use it with the embedded memory that it has. The 1 terabyte of memory. You can fit 7 movies, which is enough to kind of keep a small rotation of movies and maybe keep a couple of demos in there, and then you know just re-download movies all the time. You're going to need a fast internet connection, of course, but I have a gigabit connection here, and I can download movies in about 12 minutes. 8 to 15 minutes typically is what they take. But yeah, so let me know what you think about the Strato K. Let me know what you think about 4K cinematic. Do you think 8K has a future, really? Do you think they're actually going to put out movies in 8K? I have my doubts, but you never know. They may be few and far between with those 8K releases, but we'll see. Might be some documentary features that they put out here and there that that may have 8K, but I don't think. I think we're a ways away from like mainstream 8K adoption. Let me know what you think, and it really helps a lot if you can like and subscribe. And I'm really trying to get to 15,000 subscribers, so really does help. And I'll see you in the next one.